Welcome back to my short course on personal mastery. From the last video, you should have learned that there are 5 lacks, 5 things that if you're missing them, you're probably never going to reach your potential. You'll probably never be your best. In the video that we have for you now that we've defined how not to get to mastery, in this next upcoming video, I'm going to outline the tools that I've found from around the world that will be essential for you to reach your potential and become a master of something. So enjoy this video and make sure that you're prepping yourself to add some of these tools to the toolbox.
Now, the tools though, so I told you what you're missing. Here's what I would say you need to have. First one, you need a mission and purpose. I got a big one now. Guys, you see it, you're wearing it on your shirts, the resistance. Hey, I got a big mission. I'm taking on the big fight. I want to hear about more people losing 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds. I want to be able to say, hey, Training for Warriors helped people this year lose 1 million pounds, 5 million pounds, 10 million pounds. We've changed the world. I want to see statues built to the individual trainers that I've helped in their towns that they're saving cities. Like, why not think big like that? That's a mission and purpose. And it's happening because you guys have experienced it. You were at the first one. That was 2 years ago. Man, it's way different now than where it was. We have the same kind of growth over the next 2 years. There'll be nothing to stop us. Self-discipline. You have to do it. The amount of work that is taken to do this thing, it's incredible. But why not? What's the alternative? Don't do it? Man, self-discipline, always getting it done. A positive attitude. Have I tried to share a positive attitude with everybody? I am not here to bring anybody down. And the more positive I get, it only gets stronger. Physical health and wellness. You have to be physically fit. You have to have it, as I explained this whole weekend. If you don't have relative strength, if you don't eat well, then you're not confident. And if you're not confident, you're not going to go for this stuff. With that, physical fitness brings those things. Your job is to give that to other people. And honest, good relationships. That's what I'm getting excited about. Last night at dinner, man, we're just having some fun. Last night, man, we're working within the affiliate group from people around the world, like joking back and forth. It's these really cool relationships. And what I realized, remember when I had talked about that downstairs today, nobody does it alone. Right now, there's 30 minds in this room that is way better than my one. Everybody can offer so much more if we put it all together. And what I say is the most important anatomy you need if you want to master something. Here's your most important anatomy. It's not bigger biceps. Number 1, you got to have an open mind. Remember, that was what I started this whole thing off with. Can you empty your cup? Can you have an open mind? Did you hear what I said before? I said you can master anything in the world if you put your mind to it. See, I don't know if you really believe that yet. Because I used to hear that too, and I didn't know if I always believed it. Now I'm starting to see, yeah, whatever I want to do, I can do that. I can actually do it. I just have to, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be time consuming. I just got to put a lot of time in and take the steps towards it, stay focused on it. Yeah, it can happen. You need a strong back. You know why you need a strong back? Because you're going to be carrying a ton of people on your back that say you can't do it. All your friends, your family, all the people around you, they're probably going to tell you no. You know why? Because what I've found, and it's a weird quirk about humanity, most people never reach their goals, so they're going to tell you you can't reach yours either. Most people are going to stop you. They're not like me. They're not going to say you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind for it. Go for it. Like, do this. Why not? Most people are going to say, man, what are you, crazy? You can't do that. That's nuts. Hey, just stay where you're at. That's, you should be happy with that. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. Man, when I hear that, I want to strangle people. What? Get what you get. Don't get upset. Nah, I'm going to go get what I really want. You got to have a big heart. So look, first you got to have a strong back to carry all the people that are going to hold you back, but then you got to have a big heart. You got to love them anyway. Because you got to understand you're not gonna help them, and you know what? You can't take it personal. They're not trying to hurt you. That's just their program in their head. So you got to still love them. Not saying, hey, if your folks tell you can't do something great, don't hate them for it. But know that that's their program, but don't take it personal. And then something that was taught to me, actually this line was from the Prince of Abu Dhabi, where I got this one. I had come out with the first self-published book, and when I said that, he said, hey, Martin, if you're going to try to put yourself someday in the public eye, then there's one thing you have to have. And he said, that's a thick skin. Because no matter what, somebody's going to rip you. Somebody's going to say it's not good. Somebody's going to blast what you say, and you can't let that bother you. And you know what? He said that a long time ago. It's true. It's hard. It's hard because you know what? You can get 10,000 positive reviews and one person that says something negative, and man, it sticks with you. You don't forget it. But having a thick skin, you got to be able to do that. And, hey, in your anatomy, you got 2 ears and 1 tongue. Why you got 2 ears and 1 tongue? You should listen twice as much as you speak. Now, this course, it's a monologue, not a dialogue. Like, it's more, you're here to hear me speak. But man, when I spend most time with people, I like to ask questions. I want to ask and find out. I want to hear more. I don't want to sit and talk. I want to listen and grow. That's what you guys are doing this weekend, but you got to make sure you're spending enough time doing that. You got to put yourself in scenarios where you're listening and growing all the time. Just like what we did here, you got to have more of that. If you put yourself in a scenario and you're always the expert just talking, you're not growing anymore. And that scenario can be tough.
I hope you enjoyed that last video. On the course so far, you should have learned that there are 5 lacks, 5 things that could hold you back from reaching mastery. And now you should also know that there's an essential toolbox. There are tools you need if you're ever going to be your best. On the next video, now I'm going to show you how to use those tools to reach mastery by embracing the plateau. Now, if you can help me out for a second, in the space provided, if you have any feedback on the videos so far, it would be great if you offer it now. I read these personally, and it's going to help me to make better courses for people like you coming from Training for Warriors. So, be on the lookout for the next video coming, and in the next couple of days, what I'm going to challenge you is, hey, start adding some of those tools to your toolbox and start keeping them sharp.